Sport is a key theme in most areas of both education and health policy. The need for people to be healthy and active rather than have sedentary lifestyles has been becoming increasingly prominent over the last 5 or 6 years, but especially over this last 12 months. This is reflected in the school curriculum, where Key Stage 3 and 4 sport remains a core subject, and these qualifications in Key Stage 4 build on this provision. The qualifications that we offer learners offer the chance for them to develop their different types of skills through practical means, through communication, through problem solving, through team working, evaluation, analysis, performing under pressure, and formulating written findings from the practical investigations. These transferable skills can be learned and assessed through these qualifications and utilised in other educational and employment settings. These qualifications develop a range of skills through involvement in sport and physical activity in different contexts and roles. They develop their ability to apply theoretical knowledge to practical situations. They offer the opportunity to gain a better understanding of the complexity and different areas of sport and the sports industry. They increase their awareness of different ways to stay involved in sport and physical activity, and of the different careers and roles that are there in sport post-16. What does that mean? Well, OCR Sport and why to choose it. The subject is interesting, it's fun, and it covers a wide range of areas, by which I mean we are covering sports nutrition, so it could be a case of knowing what the various foods do and being able to develop a diet plan for a specific type of athlete. We look at technology, so we're looking at the new Nike Vaporfly trainers and what benefits they give athletes, or what apps help log our training methods and our current fitnesses, on the Olympic Games, on VAR technology, on goal line technology, on fitness testing, on fitness training. There are a lot of different areas that we cover throughout the 2 years on the course. The knowledge that it will inform and benefit your current and future life expectations is your understanding of how your body works, of how you can fuel that body better, of how it can help lead lifelong participation in physical activity through physical and mental health benefits. Remember, and I'll say this again later, that exercise was the one thing we've been allowed to do from the very first day of lockdown, because it is that important to our physical and mental health. It's a course suited to your skills and abilities. As you will see on the next slide, there are various option units which we will guide you down to suit your abilities and your needs. There are direct links to other areas of the curriculum, obviously through to food tech and through to IT, but also through media, through English, through geography, through history. So you won't be coming into this blind at all. You will have a background in varying these areas. You just maybe don't know it yet. And a big one that our students have found over the previous few years, that this course isn't exam driven. There is an exam in it, but as you will see, it isn't the complete focus of the course. So there are science elements, or there are sports studies elements, and they sound quite similar, but they are quite different, and each optional area looks at different areas within sport itself. It could be how to train, what fitness components we need to be training for certain sports, how to test those components. It could be leading a group of your peers within the school and teaching them a particular sporting activity. We could be looking at sport in the media and how it's developed through social media more than anything else these days, rather than the written press, but the influence that things like Sky Sports and BT Sports still have on this area, and ever increasingly so Amazon. The sports technology, how it's developing all the time within athletics at the moment. A lot of running records are being broken or being very close to being broken, thanks partly through to a new type of running trainer developed by Nike called the Vaporfly. We look at how to prevent sport injuries and what causes sport injuries. We look at current issues in sport. In particular, coming up in the summer is the Olympic Games. and possibly the European Championships in this country, and in the future the World Cup in this country has been announced recently. So all of these things will be you'll be guided down whichever path we deem more suitable from you. In some of the photographs on there, you will see some of the basic things that we do. On the bottom right there's someone doing a sergeant jump, which is testing the power in their gastrocnemius, their calf muscles. Above it is Hawkeye in tennis, and how officials use that to get the right decisions. We've got students teaching each other. There's some boxercise going on there in the top middle, and we've got one of our year 10 students at the bottom teaching the year 10 boys how to do gymnastics. That was quite fun. Skeleton Bob, one of the PE department there in the top left, where we were looking at anatomy and physiology and sports injuries. And the bottom left there is for those of you who know it, is my PE classroom, where we do the varying sports courses, and you do spend most of your time at those computers, either researching or writing up your analysis of what you've found. How you'll be assessed in this one? Well, there are 4 units of work, 3 of which you're guided down, and 1 of which being compulsory. They are worth 25% each. 3 of those 4 units are coursework, and they're internally assessed through controlled assessments in the classroom, or on the playing field, or in the gym. And you get up to 60 points in each one of those. They're all weighted exactly the same, whether that's nutrition, technology, sports leadership, sport and the media, whatever it happens to be. And then in year 11, the final part of year 11, we study for a 1-hour exam, which is held in the main hall, which is also 25% of the final course. So 75% is coursework, 25% is the exam. That 75% is done over year 10 and part of year 11, and the exam obviously only in year 11. Post-16 opportunities are numerous. College and sixth form throughout the region offer a host of level 3 qualifications, so as well as being A levels, there are also BTECs and OCRs in PE itself, sports studies, which is partly what I did, sports science, which is what my degree ended up being, leisure studies, exercise science, business in sports, sports administration. There are literally dozens of all these sports level 3 courses going on. Sports apprenticeships is a new thing, where people 16 years old with a sporting background within the schools actually learn skills and leadership skills to go into primary schools and help with the school sports partnerships, with whether it's in Stockton, Redcliffe, Cleveland, Sedgefield, all the areas locally do this one. You could go directly into sports and leisure industry, which is something I also did at the age of 16, going into lifeguarding and coaching and so on. So there are plenty of opportunities to go down there if sport is your chosen route to do so. You may just pick sport because you actually like sport or you enjoy the subject. That is a perfectly valid reason for doing this one. So hopefully that's given you a background to what we do. It's fun, it's varied, it's interesting, it is up to date, it is in a good environment within the classroom. It is not exam driven, it is coursework driven, 75% of that. There are loads of opportunities from post-16 onwards to do that and beyond, through university and further employment. And please consider all of your options. Thank you.